Hey, I'm Evan Smith with brothersperformance.com. Today we're going to install a BBK Performance Blackout Series cold air induction system on our 2015 Mustang GT. Cold air kits are a great first mod and an awesome way to increase power and improve underhood looks. Back in the late 80s, BBK was the first company to produce an aftermarket cold air kit for the Mustang, and even today it builds all its kits right here in the USA. As with all BBK kits, each one of these is designed to work without a tune, but of course it will make more power and you can optimize performance by using a tune for the ECU. The BBK kit includes a black powder-coated inlet tube, reusable high-flow air filter, a heat shield, hoses, and all the required hardware. Begin the installation by removing the battery cover by unscrewing the 3 screw pins and disconnecting the negative battery terminal. Next, remove the engine cover. Disconnect the 3 breather hoses and the sound tube from the inlet tube. Next, unplug the mass air sensor and detach the harness from the airbox. Loosen the clamps on the inlet tube at the throttle body and also the airbox, and then remove the inlet tube. Remove the 10mm bolt holding the airbox down and then lift the airbox out by pulling up and towards the firewall. Remove the plastic radiator cover by prying up on the plastic pin heads at the slots. Install the supplied airbox seal into the air filter shield where the BBK air tube runs through, and then trim the excess. Remove the 2 10mm bolts from the driver's side radiator mount and install the BBK air filter shield. Then reinstall the upper radiator mount and tighten the 2 bolts. Next, remove the mass air sensor from the stock airbox and install it into the BBK air tube using the supplied hardware. The sensor can only be installed in one direction. Install the angled BBK coupler into the throttle body and then attach the supplied vacuum adapter into the hose and insert it into the BBK coupler. Attach the adapter to the BBK inlet tube. Install the BBK coupler and supplied clamps into the BBK air filter, and then install the BBK filter through the air filter shield. And then connect to the coupler on the throttle body. Connect the sound tube and the 2 vacuum hoses into the vacuum tree adapter using the supplied hose and clamps. Then cut a slit in the rubber grommet so it can be installed over the mass airflow wiring harness. Slide the harness with the grommet onto the air filter shield and reinstall the trim. Slide the air filter into the inlet tube and tighten down all the clamps. Following this, reinstall the engine cover, the radiator cover, and reconnect the negative battery terminal, and then reinstall the battery cover. Run the engine until it reaches normal operating temperature, and then let the engine idle for at least 1 minute. Turn the AC on and allow the engine to idle for another minute or more. Finally, drive the vehicle for roughly 10 miles to complete the idle and fuel trim relearn process. Now let's see how much power this simple bolt-on added to our Mustang. To learn more about what's available for your late model performance car, be sure to check out brothersperformance.com and stop by our showroom and installation center located in DeLand, Florida, or call 1-800-486-2681.